All right, welcome to the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I'm your host, Shannon.
I'm Ariana.
If you're new here, we are a mother-daughter duo that chit-chat and read Reddit stories.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
Yep. Sometimes we argue.
Sometimes. And when we argue, it sounds really cringy.
We cut half of it out. Just know if we do argue, there was more.
Yes. A couple weeks ago, we did do that.
Well, it's, two women live together. Your periods sync up. It's not a good combination.
No, not at all. It was kind of cringy. Was it last? No, it wasn't last week. It was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we cut a lot out. I think that was only like a 40-minute show that week.
Yeah, because of you.
Because of you. You were so mean.
So were you.
Well, I match your energy.
No need to match my energy all the time.
Well, we
my
can't help
energy's pretty low sometimes.
Well, anyway. So, do you have anything new you'd like to share with the group?
I don't know.
Like there's a group sitting here.
Hi, my name's Ariana. I'm here
Ariana.
today because
My mom's crazy.
Yeah.
This is My Mom's Crazy group. No, just kidding. Just kidding, Mom.
There are more people here.
That would be cause for concern.
I'm the only other person that lives in this house, yet she thinks this is a hotel and that we have staff.
What do you mean? The person's cleaning up dishes right now.
At night, I forgot to do everything, so she thinks the maid came in.
Otherwise, they freak out if the maid didn't do her job.
She starts calling random hotels.
That's so funny.
No, I don't know. It's just been same week.
You mean?
Same old.
Same week.
Same week.
Are you like reliving the same week over and over again?
Pretty much. Go to work, come home.
Yeah. Welcome to adulthood.
I went to a concert last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
That was really fun. Yep, went to the funeral portrait concert.
Cool.
It was good.
Do they have like caskets and stuff there?
No.
Oh, that'd be more fun.
Songs to listen by them. You're so ugly when you cry.
That's so true.
Was it Hearse for Two? That one's really good. Suffocate City.
Wow. So are these like romance songs there?
Hearse for Two is.
Oh, okay.
He talked about how he had wrote it when his grandmother died.
Aww.
And it's about like his grandfather and like his grandmother were like meant for each other. So it's kind of about that.
Aww.
Isn't that really sweet?
That is so sweet.
Yeah. And then also there, not a biggest fan of, like, it's good music, Archers, but like I liked Funeral Portrait a little better. But their guitarist does his own solo music, and I love his music. So mainly I went there first because I wanted to see him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it? Have a good time?
I did.
Nice. What about myself? I don't know. Actually, I'm a little high from flawless lacquer that I'm putting on my crafting things that I'm doing because we are hosting a shower for a family member. And I'm making like coasters, like you do like hodgepodge and coasters, and then you have to lacquer them. And I took off the mask right after I lacquered, but the fumes were still coming up. And yeah.
So sad I missed it. I want to go get high.
Well, I didn't mean to get high. I just, yeah.
Oh, do we still have one of those giant Sharpies around? I'll just sniff that.
No, I'm not proposing. That's all bad for your health. PSA, do not do that, please.
But you remember those like giant Sharpie markers? Like they smell so bad.
They smell so bad. Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
I smell like garlic right now because I just did the fresh garlic.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm pretty excited about the shower. It's coming up this weekend, so got to get all our baskets. You know how you give things away, so that's fun. And it's nice and exciting to do it when there's no stress or drama. Which, are you surprised that there's no drama? Just because we're planning the shower with your dad and his wife.
But they're chill.
Yeah, it's really, everyone has their assigned tasks and everyone's doing it. And then when we share it in like the group chat, everyone's pretty much excited and happy for it.
Like you're in a good place where you can be like adults.
Yes.
You don't have to be best friends, but you can get along and do things for your children.
Yeah, and I think like it's just really nice to share things and people are just excited, right? Like no one's like, oh, unhappy about whatever you're doing for the shower.
Yeah, we all agreed like pretty much on the menu, which was nice.
Yeah. And then the decorations and the cakes and like just everything that we're doing, everyone's in agreement on that we're doing a lot, like for like the inside, and they're taking care of like the
They booked
venue.
the venue.
Yeah,
They
so-
looked at different places.
So it's like really a 50-50, you know.
Yeah, I feel like it worked out well.
I think it worked out well too. So I'm excited for that. But that's Sunday. I feel like I should have taken Monday off, but it is only brunch, so I think I didn't need
you'll
it.
be okay. You don't need to take every day off after you do something.
Well, I feel like I like one thing a day. That's gonna take a lot of energy.
Yeah,
so then
I'm just jealous because I don't have any time off.
So then the next day, it's always nice to chill out. But no, I actually took the day off before Memorial Day in May, so that way I can extend my weekend.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I get that day off.
You get Memorial Day off. You don't get the Friday off, and I'm hoping it's warm and I can float in the pool. Or
no, but I'll have my summer hours and I can come home early.
See, I don't have summer hours, so that's nice.
I just work later the other days.
But it's still nice to come home early.
No, it's really nice. And I actually could have like more pool time.
Yep.
Like, because it kind of sucks coming home at like by the time I get home after work, it's like 6 o'clock. Then, you know, the sun's going down. I don't really want to go in the pool. So I didn't get to use the pool at all really during the week.
Yeah. So last year, I literally would let the dogs out, hook them up, and just eat a very late dinner because I'd go in the pool.
Yeah, but then it starts getting
every
a little
night.
chilly.
Then it's cold getting out, but I just felt like, well, it also didn't go up until July.
Last summer was kind of perfect because I didn't have my full-time job yet. Wait, no. Yeah,
You
I did. Yeah.
And you were doing yoga at the end of the day, so you didn't get to go in because I'm
right. I only got the pool on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Now I'll have Fridays and Saturdays.
What about Sunday?
Sunday's a day of rest.
Oh, okay. What are you from Switzerland? You can't have a different,
Yeah.
It's a day of rest. No, but in
I don't
Switzerland
want to see you out there.
They go hiking. It's just you can't be allowed.
Maybe Sundays,
allowed.
but that's 3 days of pool. I don't think I need 30 days of pool.
Oh my God, I need a pool day every day when I have the pool
Well, what am I
open.
going to crochet? Saturdays are crochet days.
Do you want to be out there like 8 hours a day?
Yeah,
like,
well, pool day. I mean, I'm not getting out of that pool.
Well, what if you have to go to the bathroom?
Hang out or have fun on your
Ew. Better than peeing in the pool, I guess.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Gross. Okay. Note to self, watch where I'm stepping. If there's a wet spot by the pool, just don't ask. Or if I think the dog pooped close to the pool, it might have been Ariana.
Yeah. You think Zuko's poo is as big as what?
So last week I was traumatized a little bit by The Last of Us. And it's season 2, episode 2. I'm not going to give spoilers, but obviously if you go anywhere near social media, you know that it's not good. So I was thinking of what shows scarred me. So I was like doing a mental bracket in my head. So for me, it would have to be Glenn dying
yes,
and The Walking Dead. That was very traumatic.
No, he was a character that was supposed to always be around.
Yeah, it was her favorite character. And then mine too, actually. And then the other second one is the Red Wedding from Game of Thrones. That was horrendous and awful.
I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Just a horrible murder. So you don't.
I'll look it up later.
Yeah. And then, then it would be The Last of Us, and then maybe
look, it's the Netherlands.
Oh yeah, we were there. It's on a photo on our TV, and then. So for me, then it'd be The Last of Us after those 2 scenes. And then it's The Last of Us because it was brutal, but they could have actually made it a little more gory or grosser.
Oh, I think I want to watch it, but I've got things I need to get there first.
Yeah.
So tell me, I'll forget.
No, I'm not going to ruin it because it's so new. I feel like I can ruin other shows, but like this is one that like people are really watching, and I have to give credit to all the gamers because they all knew what was coming and they didn't tell anybody.
I'll just look it up.
Okay. And so then after that, I don't know. Maybe like Ned Stark dying in Game of Thrones, because that was the only time like a main character, you're like, oh, it was shocking. And then you realize don't get attached to anybody in the Game of Thrones. But still, Red Wedding still shocked me. Yeah, you need to watch Game of Thrones. There's
I never got through the
dragons.
first season.
Jon Snow. Like, how could you not watch that?
It's not that great.
He had the best hair, and he's just so good looking, and has a British accent.
In Game of Thrones, he has a British accent?
I think so.
He's British in the Game of Thrones?
In my head, he has
Is he the only one that's British?
I don't know. I huffed some paint by accident. Maybe he doesn't.
Where's the Game of Thrones located? Are they on Britain?
They did film in Ireland, so I think they filmed in Scotland, England, and Ireland. No,
they're Scottish.
Maybe.
What are they?
Maybe they're Vikings. I don't know. I feel like it was made from a long time ago.
I have no idea.
I don't know. You should definitely watch Game of Thrones. I think he has some people have British accents. I think he does. Now I don't know.
I don't think he does.
Or does he have a British accent in real life? And I've seen him in interviews, but not in the show.
That might be it. 'Cause I don't think I've watched a couple episodes. I don't remember him having a British accent.
I know the pretty red-haired girl that was used to be married to a Jonas brother. She's from England.
She's married to him?
No, not to him. But she was married to a Jonas brother.
Oh.
Then they had a nasty divorce.
I thought, what's his name, married someone from the show.
Jon Snow?
Yeah.
He did. He married someone from the show.
Does she have red hair?
She does actually have red hair.
Yeah.
But she was a wildling. She wasn't she wasn't playing his sister.
Oh, ew, yeah. Good thing.
Even though I know they're not related.
Yeah, it's still just kind of gross.
It seems like incest adjacent, I guess. That's my new word, incest adjacent.
That came up somehow, actually in our life. I don't remember why.
We're talking about books.
Oh.
And then a book was incest adjacent.
Was
One
it
of those
Credence?
spicy. Was it Credence? Yeah.
Incest adjacent?
It's
just
incest
so weird.
adjacent.
But so I talked about this with one of my friends and she didn't find it weird, but I'm like, well, could you date someone that you have slept with their brother and their dad? And she's like, but it's not her brother and dad. No, but you're still dating someone that slept. And then reverse it. Could you date someone that slept with your brother?
No.
And your dad?
No. Okay, yeah, no. Is that
take out the step uncle and step cousin part? It's still weird.
It's still weird. Yeah. So is that Credence?
Yeah, because she ends up dating. I think they end up getting married. Her step cousin, but she also slept with her other step cousin and her step uncle.
That's so gross.
I don't think she actually slept with the step uncle.
I find that disgusting. So, ew. Yeah, so Credence is on my reading list, but apparently I'm reading what incest adjacent.
Incest adjacent.
Yeah, but is it a good book beyond the incest? Why do I want to read it? Everyone says it's good, so why?
I think, it's a train wreck. You just, keep
Oh,
up,
okay. And then it's spicy, so.
Yeah, it's spicy. Yeah. If you took out the incest part, I don't know, even that.
Okay. I gotcha. So what was the most traumatizing show for you?
No idea. You blindsided me with this. I did not come prepared.
I wanted a raw
reaction. The
reaction.
Never-Ending Story, that movie where they actually killed a horse.
What?
Yeah. The Never-Ending Story. They actually use the puppets and stuff for a lot. It's an old movie. But I saw somewhere that the one horse that goes down in the mud. In real life, the lift broke. They didn't get the horse
out. Are you serious?
Yeah.
So a horse died during the making of the Never-Ending Story?
Yeah.
Is this a fact?
I'm pretty sure it's a fact. Hold on, look up.
You better look that up. We might be getting sued because, we're so popular.
Yeah, because people are listening to us.
That made the Never-Ending Story.
Did
the original. I don't know if there's a remake or not.
I also read the book.
I can't believe that. Well, that was probably back before they had stricter laws on animal treatment, but still, that should never happen.
Hold on, now they're talking.
I hate when animals, even when animals get hurt in movies, I hate that. And I hate, those war movies, let's say back, trying to think of, ones with kings and queens and they're rushing on horses. It's why do those horses have to suffer? They got to risk their life because you two have a beef with each other? I don't like that. Those poor horses. I always feel bad for them.
Okay, I'm seeing conflicting things. Some websites saying that he died, and some say that he didn't.
Oh, so she doesn't know.
I don't know, but I heard that.
So it could just be a rumor. I hope it was.
It's a rumor.
You're spreading rumors.
See, yeah, I don't know. It might be, but still, if it is, that's traumatizing.
It is. So, do you cry harder when animals die or when people die in movies usually?
I feel like it doesn't actually really matter, animal or people. It's more of the reactions.
See, for me, animals all the time.
After. I know I cried a lot when not when Hachi died. It's when the guy died. It's just Hachi's reaction.
Hachi's reaction on the story of Hachi.
It's the reactions to death, in movies and stuff that get to me.
Mm-hmm. But even those poor horses that die, in a war movies, I just feel awful. So sad.
I feel more bad. Say we're watching a scary movie, it's way worse if they kill off the dog than a person. Yeah,
that's true.
But I'm not crying in a horror movie about the dog dying.
Okay, I guess not. But a sad movie, I just don't like when animals or people or children die. It's sad.
Yeah, small children and animals is always like, oh, I wish they didn't do that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Makes me feel sad. But like, then I'm thinking about like, it's truly in our history. It's not just a movie. Like people rode horses into war.
I know. I feel bad for those horses.
I know.
They're
Like they didn't sign up for that. You're forced to it, and then you get to risk your life.
I finished The Lord of the Rings, for like maybe like the 10th time this weekend. And they did that to the horses. I was watching, it's like, oh, I feel so bad for them.
I know.
They get like stomped on by this one thing. Like they didn't deserve that.
Right. Like they didn't sign up for this. Like, because I'm your pet, now I have to, like, this is my job to die for you for this war, whatever it is.
You haven't watched Lord of the Rings in a while? You want to watch it? You never even watched the extended versions.
We did with Alyssa and Anthony.
I thought we never got through them.
No, we did. We got through all 3.
You want to watch them again?
You just watched it.
It's so good.
I do, but maybe this winter, this fall.
All right, fine.
How about this fall?
Fine.
All right. Anything else going on? I had a bunch of things sent to my... So I text myself when I have ideas for the pod, and somehow it got deleted. This is the pod.
The pod.
The pod.
The pea pod.
Ew, no, it's not a pea pod. We don't pee here. I mean, if I laugh too hard, it might tickle a little, but,
the vegetable.
TMI, maybe I'll cut that out. No, just kidding. Yeah, no, and then I accidentally deleted it. I had like my mom's news and everything. Do you think I can remember what I had screenshot? No, because I didn't think I had to remember it.
Oh, yeah, News with Shannon is now canceled for this week.
And News with Shannon's canceled. I'm sorry. It's nice out. That's in Buffalo, New York, so that's some news. Sure. Today was a perfect day. It was 72. Not too hot, not too cold.
Are you a weatherman now?
I like it. I feel like almost... I know they go to school, and I don't want to insult any weathermen, but I really feel like a lot of people could do their job.
Well, I mean, if you're not the one actually, like, reading the patterns of, like...
I think all meteorologists do that. They just don't... It's not like the olden days where just pick people that look good. They pick people that look good and went to school.
Yeah, but, like, so you could probably do it if you're being told this information, but I don't think you could look at, like, weather patterns and predict wind movements.
No, I can't do any of that, but I live in Buffalo, New York, and, like, during certain times of the year, it's literally a chance of everything. Some rain and sun and clouds with a chance of some rain mixed into snow, could turn to snow, and then, but it could also be a sunny day. It's like, well, it could be everything. So, yeah, I feel like I could do that. I could just make my Shannon prediction of the weather. I mowed for the first time. It was nice. PSA, women that don't mow, let's say your husband, you do the inside and your husband does the outside. If you have a riding lawnmower, because you have substantial, property weight and needs a lot of mowing, and walking take like 5 hours, with a push mower, go mow. It is so relaxing. I just listen to a podcast or
You're a push mower?
Music. Well, on a rider, it's great. Some people only push mow because they have a smaller yard. So then I don't know about that.
We can't push mow here.
Oh my God, it'd take forever. But I'm saying, women, it's not a horrible thing to mow.
No, men do it to get away from you.
They do. And then they'll drive really, really slowly. I've seen some men out there going like barely moving. It's like, what are you doing? They're just enjoying sitting in the sun, listening to whatever music that they want on the podcast as they drive around.
While she did the outside yard work, I cleaned the house.
I think you were entertaining your company first. You had company over. So you really weren't cleaning then.
I cleaned the house once he left.
Oh, okay. And then I weed killed. I hate doing that. I really wish I could find a guy to do that for me. Because then I freak out if any gets on me. And then I shower. Then I'm like, great, I just upped my chance again for cancer. Like, it freaks me out.
But yeah, I've gotten that stuff all over me and didn't even shower after.
What?
Yeah, when I used to do it.
But yeah, no, she's not allowed to do it. And no, so I wear rubber boots in case things on my feet.
Flip-flops and shorts.
This stuff is potent.
You dress for a tan.
No, you're weed killing. You don't want to get it on you.
Tan. Sometimes I would rinse off my feet afterwards.
Like 1 year, I did try the natural stuff, like with the vinegar and water and salt and on dish soap. Didn't work that well, and it clogged up the machine thing that I was using.
I also think at that point our weeds were just too strong.
Our weeds this isn't going to do anything to us.
Yeah, you've been putting poison in us. Do you think this will hurt us?
Yeah, and we have so much stone around my house, so then you have to weed kill. It's such a pain. PSA, don't get a lot of stone.
All right, we're moving moving on now.
Well, my driveway's all stone too, so unless I want it to be grassy, I have to weed kill that too. Like most people have like paved
I really think we should let
driveways.
the grass grow up in the back.
I want
That's
cobblestone driveways. Really, what I want. I really
Okay,
like that
good
in
luck
Europe.
getting someone to do that for you.
Oh, I think you can get anything done. I think it's just you need the finances to do so.
Yeah, no, we don't have the finances for that.
If I had the finances, I would. If I also have the finances, I'd have pay someone to weed kill.
Yeah, if we had the finances, we'd have someone that actually take care of landscaping.
That would be nice. Except I would still probably mow, but they could do everything else. Yeah, oh, shoot. I forgot. I got other mowing to do in the village, too. I have a little piece of property in the village, and it hasn't been mowed yet, but that's okay. It'll just be high. I don't live there.
I'll go out there with my scissors.
We actually have an old-fashioned
I'm gonna
pusher.
spend my day on Sunday.
We have an old-fashioned pusher that's really hard. You get a workout.
Well, I feel like the blades need to be sharpened. They're
They
not
do.
that sharp.
They're not.
Okay, anyway.
So let's
moving
get some
on.
Reddit stories. Wait, should we? There we go. That was nice and cheesy music for our Reddit
Okay,
stories.
Amanda, you said you would make us some music, and you still not yet. Just saying.
All right.
All right, we're going to start with this one from Am I the Asshole, posted by AITA-Baby Sex Guess.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for correctly guessing my friend's baby's sex?
No.
The weekend, my wife, 38 female, and I, 39 male, went to our friend's gender reveal. For the background information, our friend already has 2 boys, and she told my wife she was hoping for a girl this time. In the car on the way there, my wife asked me what gender I thought the baby would be. I said that given that the sex ratio at birth is about 105 boys for every 100 girls, that my guess is this child would be a boy. Is that true?
I don't know. Wait. Well, it's for every 105 boys. There's 105.
I said given that the sex ratio at birth is about 105 boys for every 100 girls.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
I've never heard that before.
So there's more boys and men in the planet than girls?
I have heard that, though.
There is.
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife said that given our friends had 2 boys already, that surely there'd be more of a chance of a girl this time. I replied that the 2 boys were not relevant to the sex of the child of our friends, and that there was still about a 51% chance this child would be a boy.
Mm-hmm.
At the gender reveal, it was announced that this child would also be a boy. Although our friend tried to appear happy at the party, it was clear she was disappointed that this child would not be a girl. My wife also appeared to be disappointed as well. On the drive back home, my wife got angry with me and said that I could have been more supportive and that I shouldn't have been so mathematical with my guess about the baby's sex. Edit to add, could have been supportive referred to my guess that the child would be a boy and my reason for that guess. I told her that my response is perfectly reasonable to the question she asked me. She didn't like that and stayed quiet for the rest of the drive home.
Yeah, I don't think he's an asshole.
Fight.
It's a stupid fight.
He guesses it was a boy because statistically.
And I think that, like, they just kind of, like, you know how sometimes people are always, like, mathematical? Mm-hmm. She's just annoyed with them. She's just like, because he was right. Yeah, I mean, I don't like gender reveals that I've seen on TikTok where the people act disappointed.
Just be happy. It's a healthy baby.
Yes. I don't like that.
the disappointed. Like on either, like if it's going to be a girl or a boy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like I've actually seen men like get really upset in front of, he already has daughters, in front of his daughters that it's another girl. I think that's how it's so horrible that your dad doesn't want another girl. Like you already have sisters. Like it makes it, I don't know. I think it's horrible and sad.
Yeah.
It makes me a little mad.
I would leave him if he...
I mean, outright rage. Like you getting upset and walking off.
The ones that, like, are visibly, like, so upset. I think I would leave my husband if he was very upset that, like, to have another girl.
Right. And you know what, buddy? It's your body that's determining this. It's the sperm that does that. So, and I think it's more statistics generally. I disagree with him. I think once you have, like, in a family where they tend to have all girls or all boys, then I think it's like, okay, you're probably more likely going to have the same sex because that's what his swimmers like to produce.
Those are the strong ones.
Have
you seen, like, the TikToks of, like, the moms at gender reveals going up to, like, their sons and hugging them before they have a chance to hug the wife?
Yes. I saw one mom, like, jump on top of her son.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God.
Weird.
And then the girl, like, the wife starts, like, trying to, like, wipe away tears.
Yeah. They're not doing a gender reveal, but I feel like you would know better to like let them have their moment as a couple.
Well, of course. Like, that's their baby that they created together. Like, it's not about the mom.
Yeah, it's weird. Those
It's
things.
weird.
Oh, that reminds me. Have you seen the video of, so it's like a proposal? She's like looking at, like, out like they're on some like deck at like on a lake. She's talking to her mom, and the boy's like trying to get her attention.
Yes?
She swats him away.
You said that to me.
And then she turns around, yes, and she's like, yeah. Like, no excitement at all.
Yeah, she kept like he was annoying her.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, no, I saw that. I actually felt bad for him.
Yeah, like, but none of the family seemed like excited.
Maybe they end up not getting married.
Mm.
Because sometimes people say yes in the moment because it's embarrassing if people are all around. Or even if they're not, they don't know what to say.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't want to be proposed to like in front of anyone.
No.
I hate like those. Was it the proposals like where they have it like on the jumbotron?
Yes.
You have to say yes.
Oh my God. The crowd's like cheering.
Yeah.
You better say
Could you
yes.
imagine saying no?
No. People are booing at you, throwing food at you. Like,
Gosh. Anyways, I agree. He's not the asshole.
he's not the asshole.
Top comment. I lost it. Here we go. When your wife said you could have been more supportive, does she mean supportive of her and her guessing game, or more supportive of the mom who is disappointed in her child's chromosomes?
Wow.
Either way, not the asshole. You answer the question you were asked in a normal way.
Well, yeah, he just gave his reason.
No.
Like, I mean, don't ask somebody what you think. And of course, if some of your friends going to have a baby, you're going to be like, oh, what do you think they're having?
Yeah. What do you think Anthony and Alyssa are having?
I think girl.
I think boy.
And either way, as long as it's healthy and I'll be happy.
Either way, I'll be happy.
Yes, as long as mom and baby are healthy afterwards.
So I like to right. You want to put some money on this?
We should put some money on this. How much do you want to put on? 20?
Oh, yeah, sure. I was going to say 50.
Whoa. I'm going to say 20. It's
All
a
right,
girl.
let's do 20.
Okay.
20, it's a boy.
20, it's a girl.
We've got a long time to find out. We'll probably forget we even bet any money by the time the baby's born.
It's okay. Amanda will remind us, she's like, hey, did you ever pay your mom or did you ever pay Ari for the guest?
How about let's just buy each other coffee?
Call it even. It's fine. Between now and then, we've spent $20 on coffees for each
Yeah,
other.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny the other day. It was with Amanda, and she was like, oh, should we get your mom a coffee? Like, I was paying, I offered to pay for coffee. So I was like, no. I was like, wait, she is home. I guess we should get her coffee.
So rude.
Because I was thinking you were going grocery shopping, and you always get coffee grocery shopping, but you hadn't left yet, so.
No, I hadn't left, and I had to wait. I'm glad, because I had to wait around for my lawnmower.
Yeah, and I was actually surprised you didn't even make any coffee at home, so I am glad you got you your coffee.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we're going to move on.
Rude.
We spent 20 minutes talking about stuff that isn't even relevant to this story.
Yes, but people are on here for our banter.
Ooh, okay, I'm going to do some options.
All right.
Either would I be the asshole if I told my future sister-in-law the truth about her fairy tale fiance,
Mm-hmm.
or my girlfriend is upset at some pictures I took with my friend. How do I reassure her?
The fiance.
Okay, this is from Traumatizing, posted by Koala Spaceship.
Cool name.
My brother Paul, 31 male, is getting married to his fiancée Mary, 30 female, next October. They met at work about 2 years ago, both lawyers, and claimed to be inseparable from the start. Real fairy tale vibes. The issue? Paul was in a 10-year relationship with Bella, 30 female, when he met Mary. Paul and Bella were deep into their relationship, renovating her home, planning to move in. Our families were close. We all thought they were endgame. They supported each other through college, traveled, had baby names picked out, and seemed genuinely happy. Paul's a big skier and usually went on his group trips. But that year he went solo and started acting distant, especially when Bella came up. We thought he was planning a surprise proposal, and he mentioned it a few weeks earlier. Then one day I saw a coffee cup in his car with Mary written on it. He brushed it off and said it was a mix-up at the cafe, and I didn't think much of it then. Right after New Year's, Paul abruptly broke up with Bella. No explanation, no closure. He blocked her and everything and left stuff at the house they were renovating. She was heartbroken, reaching out to me and our parents, sobbing and desperate for answers. Paul wouldn't talk to her or us about it. Less than a week later, Paul told us he was seeing someone new. Tension grew. Eventually, he said her name, Mary. My stomach dropped. The same name from the coffee cup. That's when it clicked. He'd been cheating for months. Then we met Mary. Paul and Mary would giggle about how coworkers used to joke that Bella wouldn't like their flirting, like it was funny. Mary came off arrogant and loved stirring up drama. The more we saw her, the less we liked her. Paul is disgusting for what he did, but she's not innocent. She knew Paul was in a relationship when they met. Here's the twist. I don't think Mary knows Paul was still with Bella so far into them dating. From what she said, it seems like Paul told her that he and Bella had already broken up months before they did. I still feel awful for Bella. And Mary, I kind of give her a reality check. So would I be the asshole if I told Mary the truth?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's none of your business. He did break up with her. Like, I wouldn't get that far into the weeds. Like, it's one thing if it was your best friend.
That's going to cause issues with you and your brother.
Yes.
Like, no matter what happens between them two, you and your brother might not have a good relationship after.
Yeah, just know, because this could be your future sister-in-law. She doesn't need to know that he was dating this other woman. And obviously, Mary didn't know, not Mary. Bella didn't know, but he was already on his way out.
Yeah.
So
poor Bella.
He just had some crossover, which he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But I would just keep my mouth shut. If it was her best friend, it might be different.
Yeah. Or if she, like, I don't know, didn't know. But it sounds like she knew they were together. Like, even like,
she knew
when they
about
started
her.
flirting, even if the end date was a little different, it's not like the person's clueless. Like, what do you mean he was in a 10-year relationship?
Right. Like, yeah, no, I don't think I would. I don't advise it.
Mary is a bad person, so's her brother, but I still think she shouldn't tell her.
Exactly. No. Yeah. She knew she was in a relationship, which she's definitely not a girl's girl. But...
Nope. Top comment. Would you telling Mary have any effect on their relationship? If Paul and Mary would giggle about what coworkers would say how Bella would feel about them flirting, Mary absolutely knows he was with Bella. It's just that neither of them gives two shits about Bella and her feelings.
Yeah. They didn't care about Bella, clearly. Because he should have broke up with her when he started becoming unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he should also... And this Mary knew about Bella. So, yeah, they don't care. Leave it alone, because then all of a sudden you're the bad guy.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my God, this is making me think of what I was listening to this morning. The gay state gaycation.
What?
The two guys were like, they're saying it's not gay to have a gaycation. Like they'd go to Ibiza and...
I still haven't heard this whole story.
Yeah, and like, so they went out, like, he was trying to convince his wife it's okay that, two guys can go together to this they call it a gaycation, where a bunch of men that are heterosexual are seduced to become gay or something. It was very weird, but like he was just trying to convince her. He was like, then you have to just surrender and be gay. And he's like, but then I come home and then it's fine. It's like, what? Like it didn't make sense. Well, I think he was either curious or he's bisexual, and that's okay. But his wife was like, no, that's like me going sleeping.
Cheating.
It's still
no
cheating.
Your sexuality, you're still cheating on your wife.
Well, that's what she said. So when she kicked him out, his mother, her mother-in-law, was calling her a whore because all she did was say, so that's like me that weekend hooking up with someone.
What is he saying? She hooked up with someone the weekend I was on my vacation.
He was saying she wants to hook up with someone when I go on vacation.
Oh my God.
And she's like, you need to ask him what this gaycation is. In Ibiza. Go ahead and ask.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It was just funny to me think of that. I would lose my mind. But he was trying to justify it so hard.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I guess at least he's being honest, but I don't know.
Oh. Well, he wouldn't have been. Didn't he get ratted out by her sister's husband?
No, this one is innocent. The sister's husband got ratted out on because they were going to go together, the brother and brother-in-law, and then and he didn't tell her, the sister.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a mess.
This sounds like a mess. I was
listening to it this morning, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yikes. All right, we're moving on.
What was it on? Oh, it was on Reddit and Wiki.
Yeah, Reddit.
I'll give them credit since I'm
one.
talking about it. Yeah.
All right. This is from Am I the Asshole from Don't Even Know 47. Am I the asshole for saying my boyfriend's friend can't visit us now that I'm pregnant?
What? That's weird. I'm going to say yes, you're the asshole for some reason. I'm probably going to be wrong, but I'm going to say yes.
My boyfriend has a friend who is currently doing the whole van lifing thing and living out of his van. The past several months, this friend has been coming by our house for a couple days a week. Each time he's there, he stays around from 10 to 12 hours to use the shower, kitchen, washing machine, and Wi-Fi. Okay, so van lifing, he's living at your house.
Yeah.
I'm unhappy with the lack of privacy and the extra work for quite a while, which my boyfriend is well aware of, but we've been putting up with it because the friend is down on his luck and could use some help. However, now that I'm pregnant, I'm ready for the situation to end. I want to be able to lay on my couch without pants, not shove my giant, tired boobs into a bra constantly, and talk about my private medical details with my partner without having to whisper about them in another room. I'm also just worn out in general, and the friend is generating so much extra work. He comes into our home after doing construction jobs and tracks in tons of dust and dirt. Every time he showers, he somehow leaves a thick coat of body hair all over the shower.
Ew.
And I have to clean it up before I can shower again.
Is he shaving down his whole body?
Oh, gosh. After he uses the washing machine, there's sticks and leaves and sand all over the laundry room.
Oh, yeah.
Not only does he hog the kitchen when I want to cook meals sometimes, but he also leaves all his dirty dishes for me to deal with afterwards.
Okay, that's a no.
Ideally, I'd have my boyfriend deal with the extra work since he's the one who's inviting the dude over. But with his busier schedule, most of the household work falls on me. So to me, it's a no-brainer that this friend finds somewhere else to be for a couple months to give me some privacy and a break from the added work. However, when I brought this up to my boyfriend and told him it was time to set a boundary with a friend, he told me it was, first of all, very awkward and a weird thing to ask his friend, and secondly, a cruel and insensitive thing for me to request. He's willing to do so for me, and at the same time, it's making it very clear he thinks I'm a monster for even asking him to do this. Is it actually reasonable for me to put a no visitors rule in place for the few months or not?
Okay. I mean, if he's going to still come over, he needs to clean up after himself.
Yeah, maybe
right?
We had to talk about, like, you know, don't leave your sticks and leaves in the laundry room.
Like, look at the laundry, like, take things out. I mean, clearly, it's more than just van life. He probably can't afford an apartment, maybe. So he's falling on hard times. But, like, you need to clean up after yourself. Okay, there's the dishwasher, or wash your dishes by hand. Like, I don't want to clean up after you now whenever you come over.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I wouldn't say no, but I'd also want some notice. Is he doing this every day or every weekend?
Yeah,
like,
how often is this happening?
Yeah, I need a little bit of context, like how often. Because if it's like once a week, I mean...
Okay, couple days a week.
Okay, so it's probably the only shower he gets.
I know, and I feel bad.
Yeah.
But he should clean up after himself.
He needs to clean up after himself.
It probably wouldn't be an issue if he was cleanlier.
Oh my God, he's probably going to really clog that drain. So, you know, some guys like shave their chest hairs and things. Like, he must be body shaving in her shower.
Can you imagine he's using her razor?
Ew. And then you're like, ew, what else are you shaving there, buddy? Yeah, so he's clearly, you know, I'd be like, look, you need to clean up. He's going to be clogging up that drain, that's for sure. But clean up after yourself. I think that's a conversation she can have. Like, I know it's his friend, but she can say, you know, I'm going to have this baby and I'm really tired. So I've been cleaning up after you and you might not even notice. Or the friend can have that conversation, but like, it's not that big of a deal.
No, like, at least try that.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, okay, like, you can't really be coming in here if you're going to be not cleaning up.
I mean, and you don't have to make him feel bad about it. You could, like, take time. Like, hey, you know, when he's showered, just make sure you clean up the shower. And then as he's doing laundry, oh, hey, sometimes there's, like, some work remnants in there, some sticks.
No, I think what you do is you take a before and after photos. He comes over and you're like, okay, so this is what the shower looked like before you went in. This is what it looks like after. This is what the kitchen looked like before you were here. This is what it looks like after. I want everything to look like the before photo.
Yes. Okay, that's fair. And he says he does things for them. Like, is he coming in and painting like the baby's bedroom and stuff for them? So he also might help them out too. There's something the boyfriend said he does stuff for them or something. Wasn't there something that her boyfriend said?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought the boyfriend said it's awkward and he does stuff for us.
No. He said it's very awkward and weird thing to ask. And secondly, it's a cruel and insensitive thing for me to request.
Oh,
that's what the boyfriend said.
I thought he said something above that. All right. Never mind. But yeah, I just think if one of your friends is having a hard time, you just want to make it easier for you too. Because then soon a baby's going to be there. And then you're going to don't want to be cleaning up after him and a baby. Yeah. So yeah, just let him know.
Yep.
I think taking photos of it might be a little harsh.
Top comment. It's your house and space. Friends have to find somewhere else to impose now after child arrives. OP, if Moocher ever visits again, I'd also advise you not do anything to assist cleanup. Instead, text a list of all that needs doing to the Moocher's dirt to your partner and have him do all the cleanup, no matter what hours he works, because the only reason he doesn't understand the load is because he isn't carrying most of the practical task load.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
All right, you want to get one more?
Yeah, I think one more.
All right.
If anyone's looking, if we can actually post this on YouTube. Last week we were going to. The camera was so good last week.
Robots communicating with one another.
For some reason, the sound was like rah, rah, rah. Yeah, it was like robots. Yeah, it was Aries' birthday last week.
It was more like beep boop bop.
A little deep beep boop. Okay, you don't want me acting out robotics.
Anyways, next one's from 2 Hot Takes, posted by miserable-plenty-422. A cute guy asked me if I was pregnant.
How rude! If you're not pregnant, that's awful.
This happened a few months ago, but it's a zinger, guys. I, 26 female, was attending my company's anniversary party. It was a milestone anniversary, so they went all out with fancy foods and drinks. I obviously indulged in fried mac and cheese bites, lamb legs, and the best of all, creme brulee.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
I ate 2 of those suckers and regret nothing.
You go for it. Just go for it when it's good.
Anyways, after this party, I went to a game store I go to every week for a TCG tournament.
What's that?
Oh, no.
Okay.
A week prior to this, 2 new guys joined our league. What?
I burped, guys. That's gross. Excuse me.
The mic.
I didn't mean to.
Oh my gosh. Wait, we should talk about Alyssa's phone call today.
Oh, she was so mean. So Aries yelling at me, freaking out because I supposedly I misplaced something of hers.
Okay, you lost something of mine. Anyways, so I heard something come on my phone. I was saying hello, but she was also looking at her phone saying hello. So I thought I had accidentally butt dialed her. And I'm like, why would you pick up the phone? Obviously, I didn't mean to call you. I'm right here.
So poor Alyssa's like, hello? Like, why are you yelling at me for answering the phone? You're so mean. She's not going to know if you butt dialed.
I thought she was you. I was like, why would you answer? Talk into the phone. And I'm right here. You were saying hello and she was saying hello, so I thought the hellos were you.
I heard a hello, thought it was my phone, so I was like, hello.
Exactly. So I was like, why did you call me? I'm right there. In the same room as you.
So we had,
you.
We had to call Alyssa and I had Ari apologize because it was so
sorry.
She's like, why would you pick up the phone? Clearly I'm right here. I butt dialed you. Like, seriously?
It was you. Okay, but that would be a justified reaction if you didn't pick up the phone. And I butt dialed you in the same room.
Well, I might be goofy and answer, actually. I probably would answer. Yeah. Ari was mean. I can't really yell at someone for answering the phone that you called.
I was yelling at you.
But it wasn't me.
I thought it was you.
That was funny. Okay, restart. Well, just restart.
Can we just go? She's at a company party, ate a ton of food.
Okay, yep, that's right. She went to a hardware store.
And then
right?
after this game, to a hardware store.
I'm sorry.
She went to a game store.
A game store.
Okay. A week prior to this, 2 new guys joined our league, one of whom was a very cute guy. We flirted with each other and had fun playing games together, so I was looking forward to talking with him again. Now, normally I dress in comfy clothes when I come to the shop, sweatshirt and sweatpants, etc. This week, however, I stayed in my work clothes, which consisted of a black long-sleeve shirt with a knit cardigan, a pencil skirt, and black tights and boots. It was form-fitting, and I wanted to make a good impression. Sounds like a cute outfit.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to the shop after catching up with my friends, and I go over and talk with the cute guys. So as we were speaking, a cute guy walked over to us, turns to me and says, "Hey, don't take this the wrong way, but are you pregnant?"
What? Why do you not take that the wrong way? Just don't ask.
Shocked by his question, I looked down at my gut, bloated with food from my company party. If I had a baby at that moment, it was definitely a food baby. I looked back up at him and said, "What?" At this point, this dumbass must see my shocked expression and says, "Well, I wanted to ask so I know when the baby is coming." Real smooth idiot. I replied with, I'm not, but thanks for making me feel fat. And then I walked away. Before this interaction, I have never experienced someone asking me such a stupid and offensive question before, so I thought I was overreacting. However, after telling my friends what had happened, the look of horror on their faces made me feel like my reaction was justified. Anyway, cute guy friend yelled at him and apologized to me after his friend's behavior. Cute guy, however, never apologized and dragged his friend out of the store once his match was complete. Ever since then, they have not returned. And it's for the best because my friends will not go easy on him if he shows his face again. Their words, not mine.
Well, you don't ever ask, dumbass. Like,
No.
why would you say that? Like, if you don't know, and if you don't know somebody, you'll eventually find out if they're pregnant. You don't ever say anything ever.
Nope.
And he should have apologized.
Yeah.
Like, she's probably just bloated from eating all that food. And why is he looking at her stomach so much? Like, come on.
She's in all black. I feel like you wouldn't really...
Right.
Yeah.
I'm really studying her body.
Yeah, weirdo. All right, top comment. When I was 12, I did an internship that involved a lot of customer service. A middle-aged woman, the wife of my boss, stopped me one day and put her hand on my stomach, then congratulated me on my upcoming baby. She asked me how far along I was. I was mortified, but I was so young that I didn't know what to say, so I just mumbled some word vomit. No, and she looked a bit scared, then just snatched her hand back and walked away without saying a word.
That's terrible.
That's weird. Also, who touches you like that? I guess when people are pregnant, some people
people feel they have access to your body if you're pregnant.
Weird.
It's weird, yeah. I don't know why. I remember when I was pregnant, I hated that when people would touch me that I didn't know. Oh my God, I feel so bad for her.
Oh my God. Another comment. On somewhat of a similar yet more evil note, when I was 14, my sister, 31 at the time, had just had a baby and was in the bathroom at our church, trying to get herself together after being super overwhelmed by her newborn son. So I was holding him and singing to him in the foyer. Cut to some random lady I've never seen before coming up to me, and without any fear, she started telling me that I would promptly go to hell for having a baby so young and out of wedlock.
Oh my God.
Being the very blunt 14-year-old I was, I informed her that although he wasn't mine, it was my married older sister's child, I would see her ass there. The day I learned to fight fire with fire. Some people just don't understand when to keep their mouths shut and mind their business.
Oh my gosh, why would somebody even say anything? They're there with their child. How awful.
Yeah.
People are annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Or people yell at people when they call them.
This comment's funny. I have learned to never ask a woman if she's pregnant unless I see a baby physically exiting her vagina. And someone was like, well, at that point, she isn't pregnant anymore.
That's true. She's not pregnant. Don't say anything. Yeah.
Mm.
Unless you know, do not say anything.
No. My gosh.
Oh my gosh, how humiliating. Is that it for today?
I think that's it for today.
All right, well, thank you everyone so much for joining us. Where can they find us on our Reddit?
They can find us at the subreddit r_cats_and_dogs_pod.
And you can also find us on Instagram at the Raining Cats and Dogs Podcast. Follow us on YouTube, Podbean, Apple Podcasts. And I actually Googled us and we're on a couple different, Podchaser, a couple different websites.
That's cool. If you see this video, look at my cute phone case. Oh, our camera's terrible.
Yeah, we need a new camera.
Anyways, I have a blue phone and I got a case that has, they're not koi fish. They're like the goldfish that they're like really bubbly.
I thought those are koi.
No, these aren't koi fish.
Oh, they're the bubbly ones.
Yeah, but
bubbly
it's see-through,
goldfish.
so then it's at like this texture to look like a little pond.
It does look like a little pond.
Cute.
It's very cute. All right, on that note, have a good week, everyone, and be kind.
Bye.